Hey, it's Penberthy here and welcome to this video. And in today's video, I want to break down the 4-step process that is proven to sell anything to anyone effectively online and uses automation. I've been doing this for the past few years, and one thing that's been a frustration for me is I've been teaching my students and my clients how to effectively market and sell their products online is, for the most part, people overcomplicate this process. There's so many sales funnels and traffic strategies, and it becomes overwhelming and confusing. And I want to basically eliminate that confusion from your head and give you the exact process that's been able to do these kind of numbers. I mean, this is inside of one of my Stripe accounts, selling my own products, done £2 million in this Stripe account, which is just shy of $3 million. We've got another Stripe account that's done just shy of $1 million. We've got a PayPal account, another 300,000. We've got a ton of accounts. I could just keep showing you money, but the idea here is not to brag or boast, just to show you I know what I'm talking about. You know, and inside one of my autoresponders, we've got an email list sat there of over 200,000 people. Like, these are big numbers, but it's following a proven 4-step process. And I'm going to break that down for you in today's video. So let's get into that. So what I basically want to do is I actually want to break this down the whiteboard. Pete, if you wouldn't mind just pulling that. Oh, we haven't got a pen prepared. Right, found a pen. So yeah, Pete, let's move this. So basically, what I want to break down is this 4-step process that I genuinely believe anyone can plug anything into and effectively sell online. And really everything starts down here. Okay, I'm going to move this a little bit further with essentially what you're selling. Okay, so like you've got your product, you've got your service, and for some of you, you already know what it is that that you're trying to sell. Like maybe you have a consulting service, maybe you have an online training, maybe you have a website that sells, some information. Maybe you sell info, whatever it is. You've got the thing that you're trying to sell, and you've got that here. That's step one, and that's actually the part of the process that is it's got this twofold thing where it's the most important part for the sake that when I show you what you build from this, it all stems back to what it is that you're selling. It's all gonna make sense in a minute, but it's actually not the most important part. Like, I trust that whatever it is that you're wanting to sell or promote, you're gonna do a good job at that, right? For me, I like selling digital products. I'm gonna talk more about this on the web class later on this week. I'm gonna talk about the opportunity with digital products, how there's no shipping costs, no handling costs, there's very little support needed. It's just like a self-learn thing. So digital products are absolutely awesome. I'm gonna break that down. But ultimately, you've got the thing you're selling or promoting. Now, when you know that, we've got to find a way to sell this product. Now, here's how most people do it. They go, all right, I've got my thing I wanna sell, so I'm gonna go ahead and create a sales page. Right? Sales page is the web page that actually sells the darn thing, that has a button here and says, hey, join now for $97 or join now for, £200, whatever it is. You've got the sales page that sells the thing. And everyone's idea online is you've got to get as much traffic to this page as possible to effectively sell your product and service. It's the wrong way to go about it. What I do, which is my second step, step one is you've obviously got to have your product and service in place. If you don't, by the way, I'm going to teach you on the web class how to do this. I'm actually going to show you how you can even start with an affiliate product, or even take an idea that you've got. Like, you've got a passion, you've got an idea. I'm going to show you how to package that up into something that is sellable. So I'm going to break that down for you on the web class. But the second step is having an automated sales machine that does this work for you. And I like to call it selling without selling. And the reason for that is this page here is not actually the place where the buyer demand is created. What I mean by that is getting people to this page that just says, hey, here's my product, here's how much it is, here's why it's awesome, here's where you can buy it. That's not where people get sold. They get sold prior to that, when they start to learn a bit more about you, who you are, build some relationship with you, feel educated by you. So what we have this extra step and this extra page in here, which in a moment I'm going to explain why this is actually called a bridge, okay? And this is my lack of drawing skills. That's my bridge, right? So we actually call this an indoctrination. I'm going to put INC for short. Actually, IND. Indoctrination page, okay? What we're going to be doing on this page is we're actually going to be selling them through providing value, giving education, and telling stories. That's what's actually going to sell on this page. So an example of this would be if you over here are trying to sell a dog training program. Like, that's the thing. Like, you just know you can help someone train their dog. So you're trying to sell a dog training program. Well, on this page here, you're going to maybe tell a story about how you struggled for the longest time with this dog that was just completely out of control and wasn't following your commands and was, pooing all over the house and chewing up the curtains and doing all this stuff. And you're telling this story that's emotionally compelling the person on the other end of the screen that's going, man, this person gets me. They understand me. They've had the same struggles as me. Like, they are buying into your story. So that then when you say on this page, hey, by the way, if my story has resonated with you, if you've enjoyed hearing this, I do have a program that I think will really help you, okay? And you can hear about it over here. And then you let them come across here to the sales page, and guess what? They're already sold. Hearing your story sold them on wanting to come and buy your program, not the sales page itself. It's where people get stuck. They think there's this line here where like, this is where the buyer intent is created, and it's not. It's created here. Another example would be, let's say you're an accountant and you're trying to sell your accounting services. Well, again, the wrong way to do it is to say, hi, I'm an accountant. I can help you. I can do all your spreadsheets and whatnot. Give me some money. That's not going to be the way to do it. The way to do it is to demonstrate that you know what you're talking about through education, maybe this time. So maybe not even a story, but just through, in your indoctrination page, just giving them some tips on how they can save money with their tax, right? Or how they can do something with their VAT that helps them, or how they can, whatever it is, you just educate them on how they can save money at the end of the year with their accounting, and they're going to go, wow, this person's awesome. I've got a couple of really cool tips from him. He sounds like he's better than my current accountant. I'm going to inquire about his services. They're already sold before this line because you educated them, right? So then this just tells them what you've got and gets the money from them. But it's the indoctrination page that gets their attention, okay? Maybe you're a personal trainer, okay? Same thing applies. Whether the ultimate outcome is to sell them on a one-on-one personal training session, or maybe you have an online boot camp, it really doesn't matter. You have to have this indoctrination page. And again, there you can tell a story of how you were out of shape and the struggles that you had, and you're going to relate to the audience, and then you're going to tell them about what you've got that can help them, right? So for me, in my marketing company, with my different products and services that I sell, my indoctrination is a mixture. Sometimes I tell stories of how I struggled to grow my business and couldn't figure out this complicated world. People relate to me, then I tell them what I've got. Or maybe I educate them like I'm doing right now. Give away some free training, genuinely provide value and education to my audience and bring them across. Now you can even do this with affiliate products. If you're watching this right now and you're saying, okay, this is starting to make sense, but I don't even have a product that I sell, I want to promote an affiliate product. I want to go to ClickBank, for example, which if you haven't been there, we'll show you on the screen right now. They have tons and tons of categories and subcategories and tons of opportunity for you to promote different products on ClickBank. You can find something that you relate to, that you're passionate about, but then you might say, but I don't have a story about that product. I don't have any education to give on that topic because I'm promoting someone else's course. Well, guess what? Your indoctrination page is going to be giving them a snippet of what you learned in that affiliate product. All right, so let's say that you were struggling with parenting. So you went through and you decided, I'm going to go and buy that parenting course. And you go through it and you learned some really cool things about parenting that actually got results. Or even if you didn't even struggle with parenting, but you would love to help other parents in that area, but you're struggling to get the confidence together to launch your own thing, well, you go onto ClickBank, you find a parenting course, you go through the course, find a couple of cool things in the course, you teach it over here. You say, hey, listen, if you're a parent and with a newborn child and you're struggling with this, listen, I get it. I want to give you a couple of quick tips that I've learned over my time. Here's tip number 1, tip number 2, tip number 3. They're going to go, wow, they were really cool tips. That was awesome. And the transition is perfect because you say, hey, if you found that helpful, I actually personally learnt that from this product that I found online. It's called XYZ Parents Academy, right? And I learnt it in there. I think it's awesome. If you found this helpful, you're probably going to really like that. Guess what? Buyer intent has been created. Now they're going, oh, wow, I want to go through this person's affiliate link and buy this product. Okay, so it works with everything. So this is the indoctrination page. This is how you sell without selling, because you're just being a cool person, providing value, educating or telling stories, and that's creating the buyer demand so that it doesn't really even matter what's on this page. As long as you've got a buy now button and you're saying a couple of things in the right way, you're going to make some sales. Okay, and I'm going to talk more about this on the web class. And so let's go to the next step, which is step number 3, which is lead generation. In other words, building an email list. So over here, you're going to have a capture page. Okay, and your capture page, you've probably seen it online, right? Someone is asking you for your name and your email address. Okay, sometimes maybe a phone number. Maybe there's other fields of information that they're looking for, but it's usually a name and email. Like, think about how you registered for my web class. You gave me your name and email address so that I can follow up with you. You are now on my email list, whether you like it or not. You can unsubscribe, that's absolutely fine. But you're currently on my email list, okay? So I'm demonstrating that we use this all the time. And there are some really, really simple ways to get someone to come to this page and to give you their email address, okay? Again, my drawing skills are awesome here, as you can see, right? So they join your email list, and now you can follow up with this person time and time again and say, hey, did you check out that video? Did you like it? Hey, I've got this product that you may not have heard about yet, okay? And you can keep following up with them to provide more value and get more of them across the line to becoming a paying customer. And that's how you increase your revenue. Now, some people get confused over this step. They think, man, I don't know what I'll give away. Like, I don't have anything to give away. Here's one of the biggest tips that I'm going to be teaching on the web class, and I'm going to go into more detail on this. Do you realize that whatever video you have here on the indoctrination page, okay, you can just offer that as the lead magnet, as the freebie. This page here would say, hey, free video reveals how I went from a struggling parent to finally having a kid that loved me and whatnot. I don't know. So like, you can tell I'm not a parent yet, right? So, but this video is the lead magnet. That's the thing you're giving away, right? Or maybe you're gonna, maybe you've got some education, whatever the accounting example that I gave. So you're gonna say, opt in to receive a free video with 4 amazing accounting tips, Like, you can do this for anything, but you've got to capture this, email address, right? Now, what this bridge is doing is it's bridging the gap between someone just coming into your world and hearing about your sales, whatever the sales page is, whatever the product is, straight away. If you go onto Facebook and someone's never heard of you before and you say, hey, buy my dog training course, they're not going to buy it, are they? They don't know who you are. They don't trust you yet. There's no relationship built. So that's why we build this bridge. This bridge is taking someone from not knowing who you are to becoming a lead, now coming into your world and being indoctrinated and feeling really good about what you've got going on. And then they're going to come into the sales process, okay? And now the final step, now if I draw a box here, Pete, can you still see that? Cool, all right. So over here, you're going to run some advertising, right? So maybe it's a Facebook ad, maybe it's a YouTube ad, okay? Now the biggest thing with traffic that people get really confused about is they think that two things. The first is that people think it's just as easy as just going to Facebook and saying, here, Mark Zuckerberg, here's my $10, go get me some customers, right? It's not as simple as that, okay? But it's also not as difficult as some people make out. If you've spent a little bit of money on Facebook and it's not quite working out for you and you're not getting any customers, people think that it's the sales process that's not working, right? Or they think, no, sorry, actually it's the opposite. They think that the traffic is what's not working. Right? They go, wow, Facebook doesn't work. Facebook's a scam. Mark Zuckerberg stole all my money, right? Or YouTube ads, I tried that didn't work. Pinterest, I tried that didn't work. Twitter, that didn't work. Ranking on Google, that didn't work. Have you ever stopped to think, maybe all of these social platforms, maybe it's not that they don't work, okay? Maybe it's a problem over here, okay? And if you can start to realize that if you just have this simple process in place, it becomes very easy to convert sales. And if you know how to do this effectively, traffic does not become a problem. Right? If you're sending people from Facebook and YouTube and Google and Pinterest and Twitter, whatever it is, if they're coming into a process where you're capturing their name and email address so you can build your email list, and if they're coming through to some form of indoctrination and then coming through with buyer intent to purchase that thing, okay, this is going to work. You're going to make sales and the traffic is therefore going to work. So most people don't have a traffic problem, okay, they have a funnel problem. And this is what fixes this. And this is like, most people overcomplicate this entire process. We'll flash up something on the screen here. This is like a whiteboard showing like how overcomplicated some of these sales funnels can be, where this happens and if you do that, then you do this and it becomes this massive thing. It takes 6 months to build. And I look at that now, that was one of my mistakes. I look at that now and I'm like, gosh, why did I ever do that? Why didn't I just stick to what works? Run traffic, build an email list, indoctrinate those people, sell my product. Like, that's it. This is the 4 steps. Okay? Now I told you there was a fifth bonus step, and that's revenue maximization. Okay? Once you've done this, once you know how to run some simple social media ads, once you know how to build an email list, once you know how to indoctrinate that audience, and once you know how to effectively sell the product and service, and you've got a positive ROI, meaning that you spend $100 advertising this sales process, and out the other end spits $200 in sales, you're in profit. Congratulations. All right? So now you just do more of that. And then what you can do with revenue maximization is we might say, all right, well, we've got this person's email now. We've told them about this a few times more. We've started to build more relationship. Maybe I'm going to go ahead and tell them about something else. All right? I've got something else over here I'm going to tell them about. Hey, I'm going to tell them about something else. I've got something else for them, right? Maybe you're advertising. You're going to do remarketing, where you can basically say to Facebook, hey, if anyone interacted with this ad, okay, I'd like you to show them something else now. Okay, I've got something else I want to show them. I've got something else I want to show them. And you follow up with these people in multiple ways, and you can continue to grow your revenue over time. Okay, now I realize that I've gone quite quick on this, but hopefully this is making some kind of sense to you, okay? And if it has, then let me know down below if that has helped you, all right? So here's what we're gonna do now. So firstly, if you have enjoyed this and this has been helpful in some way, shape or form, leave me a comment below. I love to read your comments. I like to look through those. Leave a like on this video, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification to be notified when we put out new bits of content. And if you want to learn more about this stuff, if you want to go into detail, I referenced a few times this web class that I've got going on, and I'd love to invite you to come check that out. There'll be a link in the description box below. And if you register for that web class, I will go into excruciating detail on all of this stuff. I'll give you examples of what you put on this page. I'll give you examples of what your social media ads should look like. I'll give you examples of how this process looks. And I'll categorically show you how you can build a revenue engine online that gives you more revenue out than you spend on advertising. And that's how you win, and that's how you can grow a company and a business online. And I can't wait to teach it to you in that web class. So click on that link below, register for that, and feel free to keep looking around this YouTube channel, and hopefully you find some of the other videos helpful as well. I'll see you soon.